Now recording.
All right. Hang on. I haven't done one of these.
Well, here we go. This is going to be a first, though, because this will be the first now recording where we actually have video, I guess. They don't do that, right? So that's weird.
Yeah, that's why I suggested that we do video, because we're the only ones that have shown our face, and because they're not here, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah,
this
why
is
not?
what we look like.
Why not? Yeah, that was all the team that doesn't show their face. They're worried about getting face docs or whatever, and we're over here just like, hi,
because
hello.
they have so much going on in their lives that they have so much to lose. If their face ever got shown, it was like, oh, that's that guy who never leaves the house.
Exactly.
Is always playing video games at 2 a.m.
I'm really sure that everybody over in Africa will definitely be able to identify and be like, beavers from now recording, or however they would say it. Like, they don't
even have internet. Whoa, okay, buddy.
You don't have to put that in the episode. I'm editing this anyway.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Now Recording. A special episode 100.5. I'm Mitch.
And I am
that's
D-Max. Hi. Hello. Sorry, I kind of cut on your stepped on your toes. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This was entirely my idea because D-Max and I were not invited to episode 100. In fact, we were de-invited. We were specifically told not to go. We weren't even told when it was happening. I mean, maybe we were in the group chat. I didn't see it. Were we told? Did we know?
We knew when it was happening because they said something, like vaguely. We knew a day. So technically we could have crashed it if we really wanted to. But, out of respect for our bosses, plural, we just, I guess, didn't do that. And also, too, it's just laziness. It's just like, and a recording I don't got to show up to? I'm fine. I'm trying to go for it, guys. Like, you want to do it? Go for it.
It's a very special episode. This might be the first, I think, where Matt Pitt is just not on it at all. But having said that, I wouldn't be surprised if he sees us in this other Discord and just drops in.
Well, that's the thing.
Like,
that's
he
why
probably
we
has permissions and you don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, right. I can imagine that. Yeah, so as Mitch said, this is a very special kind of now recording. This is 100.5, and we thought it would be kind of cute and funny if we just totally ripped the recording that the other boys did, and before they even edited it or anything, just throw it up and take a bunch of notes and
Because this is a total surprise to Matt Pitt and the others. We have not told them that we are doing this, and we're just going to drop it on him.
Yeah.
I'd like to just publish it without telling them, but that would really make him mad. He would stamp his 1 foot on the ground.
Yeah, right.
And it would be half as intimidating as a regular person. But
it would just be one stomp. It's not just he's not marching. Yeah. He's just stomping 1 foot. Yeah. So we actually have the recording here. I had made some notes, just some light note taking, multiple pages.
Oh, that's a lot. I'm glad you got the video on.
Like I do.
Because when you say light and you hold up and it's multiple pages.
Yeah, it's just because I'm autistic or something. So I have a few things that we can kind of pick out. I don't want to go over the whole thing because, the good people at home probably will have seen that episode. And if you haven't, you should go watch that because it is an interesting kind of thing. You have not heard this at all yet. So
nope.
There is going to be a little bit of a surprise for you at the very beginning of this. Ooh. And I guess I should... Yeah, go ahead.
The whole reason I came up with this idea was because even before they recorded it, I knew they would talk shit about us.
And
I was like, that is unfair that we are not there to respond to it. So I was like, fuck it. We're doing the D-Max and Mitch special.
That's right. D-Max and Mitch forever. Always recording.
And it would be hilarious if this got more views than the actual episode 100.
Please, okay.
So please share it.
Yes, yes. Share this. Yes, share this episode, but also like this stream because we definitely want this to get more likes than them. Matter of fact, I don't even care if you guys dislike, like, or whatever. Do multiple comments. If you only comment 1 time, normally comment 5 times. Just be obnoxious with it. All right. That would be wonderful. Okay, so let's get into the video here. Like I said, it's a little bit of a shock. So apologies ahead of time. I'm just gonna let it play for a minute, and
I'm keeping that in.
You can hear, right?
I wanted to start. Beavers, are you with us?
Okay.
I'm here, aren't I?
All right, I'm just asking. Excuse me.
I'm making coffee.
I'm making coffee. Oh.
I made coffee because the fucking slave driver is at it again.
Well,
it's
that time of year that he does it. So.
Oh wait,
right, look, I just wanted to say this to Toxic. Toxic, I owe you an apology because you were really burnt out last year, and I just didn't understand it because I was like, we were going and going. I was like, bro, everything's going great. We're fucking growing. Fucking, we had the stream, it's picking up, bro. Let's keep fucking uploading. You were just like, I'm just burnt out, and I just couldn't get it through my head why you were burnt out. Now I am burnt out, and now I totally understand where you're coming from. So I wanted to apologize.
Because you're both lazy.
Welcome to the shadows.
Yeah, Beavers, we're lazy. No,
Look
it's
at
the
the
truth.
It's the truth.
You'll get there.
I have never gotten burnout doing this.
Yet.
Yeah, but
You will.
I don't know. Like, it's just it's a lot sometimes.
Because he doesn't do anything. And then one time he did do something, it fucked up, and he was like, "Uh-oh, South Africa internet. Uh-oh, it's not working. Oh, guys. Oh, gee whiz." But
yeah, I know.
So
right?
Core is in this episode.
Yeah, Core is in this episode. Yeah,
Because I thought he
producing.
wasn't gonna be.
Yeah, we thought
And
he
then
wasn't.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm actually glad it worked out this way because our original plan was that Core was not going to be a part of that episode, and then he wouldn't be a part of this episode either.
Yeah. Damn it!
But
that
no,
was
it worked
part
out.
of the whole plan.
And to be honest, it kind of makes sense. Like, I mean, Core was added later. They go into it a little bit later. I have a timestamp for it if we want to show it, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. But I got to keep playing this because it's a little bit important for the.
It started out as this like fun podcast where we'd hang out and bullshit, and as we grew, we got little more eyes, and now the live
Oh,
streams.
you guys got more eyes. I still got one.
Yeah. Well, the live streams and the fucking recorded episodes and all this shit going down, and it's just like all this Spurg drama. Like, it's the Spurg drama that kind of really was like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? Like, calm down. I don't know. It was weird having to like. It was weird doing something where people were like, "What does Now Recording think about this? What does Now Recording say about this? What is Now Recording going to do about this?"
Do you get that? Do you see that a lot, by the way, Mitch? Do you see? Because like I've seen that around. Like I have seen it, but it's like only with like very specific people, and it's usually because they want us to get into trouble. You know what I mean? Like, it's never like, "Oh, what's your opinion?" because we really care. It's more like, "What's your opinion?" so you can stir the pot. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like as soon as Doc on the radio like stopped doing his streams, it was like we were kind of on top for some reason, and I never saw us like that. I always saw us like as an accessory to Doc on the radio. We were the little brother, and we were just saying dumb shit. And now there's like some importance to it. So at this point, at this time, I do want to say that this is the last episode of Now Recording. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Thanks, you guys, for listening. We greatly appreciate all the views, and we greatly appreciate all the opinions.
No,
Toxic left.
That's a joke.
I think it's time to end, guys. What do you say?
That's a joke.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. What do you say, Toxic?
No.
I'm excited to announce that Now Recording is ending and coming back to my channel. No, I'm just kidding. But,
What about you, Core?
It's been a journey. But I understand why it has to be this way. I get it.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair reaction. I was gonna ask for your.
I'm so glad the video's on. I'm so glad the video's on because you probably like rewind and just like freeze frame as my face goes like, what?
Yeah.
That's a joke. They're joking, right? D-Max.
It's
D-Max.
over. Let's be real. I fucking hate. I can't stand you people. All right, I'm done with it. I'm burnt out. Go fuck yourselves.
It's a joke.
I don't want to ever talk to any of you ever. No, I'm kidding. No, we're not leaving.
Wow.
We're
He
not
says
going
he's
away.
kidding, but he's really not kidding.
yeah, he meant every word he
has
just
to-
said.
He
Wait,
has
wait.
to say.
Yeah, so they wanted to pull this on us. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this a little bit backwards and weird. I'm gonna go to the. They mentioned it a few more times during this, but I'm just gonna go to the. Let's see. This part of it. You know what? We'll just get to the meat and potatoes of just the thing for us, and then there's a few other cute little things we can kind of go through. This is the end of the stream now.
So, do we tell Mitch and D-Max what we're gonna do, or do we just like name the video, and see if they notice it in the back end, or see if they notice it at all?
Yeah, let's just do it in the back end and see if they notice. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Oh my
Mitch
god!
will
And
no-
when we
this
do
is
it,
like-
Mitch won't
right,
notice.
when we do it, we'll add him back. We need to kick Mitch from the group chat.
How you gonna like really go?
Oh my gosh. Anyways, and remember, Now Recording is.
Yeah, we're always recording.
Yeah.
So-
Now this is like that episode of Friends when they found out in secret that Monica and Chandler were dating, and they're like, "Oh wait, they don't know that we know that they know."
Right, right. So now we
They
have
don't,
to
they
pretend.
don't know that we know.
So then so then do you think that we should maybe plan some sort of like a reaction to this then? Because again, they don't know that we know yet. And I guess they cannot know that we know at all because nobody knows at the moment.
But then if they know that we know, but we don't know that they know we know.
I think you're overcomplicating this. I think so. So here's what I think we should do. I think we should freak out. I think when this gets posted, you and I should both spurg out on Twitter about it and be like, "What the fuck? These guys never told us about this. We never got paid our actual wage worth of what we were making anyway. They talked all this shit in the group chats. What the fuck?" Just kidding.
No, that could be going too far because I could probably actually do that.
Well, because I'm just thinking like other people on Twitter won't know. So if we're just like, Matt Pitt, you're done for. We know all of your information. Like that'd be, especially from you, because like I feel like Matt would just like have a nice little brown lump in his pants if it came from you. But anyway.
Oh man, when they said it was the last episode, there was like so many emotions running through my head at that time. Like, wait, what? Number one, they didn't discuss that with us. Number two, we can't, the recording that we're doing right now, we can't do this now because this would then be the last episode. And it's not right that this is the last episode. Right. Mm-hmm. So we got to scrap this right away. There was a third thing and I forgot, but.
I mean, it's so funny because it like for me, when I first heard that, because I was going through it and watching for this, can I be honest? My first reaction was like...
Were you relieved?
I was a little bit relieved. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got like 4 podcasts going on, man. I got nothing. Yeah. I have nothing. I just have this.
Listen, I love Now Recording. I love you guys, but the live streams have been extremely stressful. And I mean, as burnt out as everybody has been saying in the previous episode, I guess episode 100 about being burnt out on Spurgs, I definitely get it at this point. And there are definitely some things that that won't be happening for me going forward, and a little bit of a different perspective and stuff like that, just because you realize that people can't listen. That's really the hard thing for me, is like, I'm autistic. I'll just full out say I'm not really autistic, but I'm autistic in the sense that like I want to like if I think that something is incorrect or wrong or like blatantly, I'm not saying like on the border edge, like I can deal with gray areas, that's fine. I can have, difference of opinions and all that stuff. But when I think something is like black and white, concrete, 100%, I don't understand when people just like go the opposite direction with that. And that's like the nature of a spurg, is like they can be wrong about everything, and then they will just like turn it around and all of a sudden just act like they're right. And it's just like that just fries my brain, and it makes it's like this weird monkey part of my brain that's like, you must engage, do the easiest thing, which is just like tell this person why they're wrong, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
That's autism.
Yeah, it is autism. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not autistic, but
I'm not gay. I just like, I just think about big hard cocks when I'm fucking a woman. You know?
I mean, like that's just, sometimes you got a little bit of feelings. Sometimes you don't know where it comes from, and who knows, I mean, like that's just how it is. So they pulled that joke on us and everything. I'm gonna like go through.
It wasn't funny.
Okay, how Beavers views Now Recording. Actually, that was kind of interesting because we don't get a lot of
that. Would be interesting.
Yeah, let's do that, because that'll be a good. Because some of the other things that he says later on.
I am above all of you.
Pretty much. You do a really good Beavers laugh now. That's good. That's like spot on.
You know why you two get burnt out?
What's that?
It's because, okay. Let me explain to you how I view Now Recording.
Like I care too much? Is that what you think?
Yes, because let me explain it this way, right? Mm-hmm. Me as on Now Recording, I see it as I am a patron at the zoo.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm coming in and I'm looking at the monkeys and I'm going, oh, cute little monkeys. Look at that one. It's retarded. Right? So that's what I'm doing. What you're trying to do is you're the guy trying to teach the monkey math.
Yeah.
You're in the pen with him, trying to teach him tricks and shit. You're trying to be the zookeeper.
Yeah. Like, no, come over here. Don't do that. Yeah.
I just want to point and laugh.
So that's Beaver's perspective for Now Recording.
I was spot on.
You were.
I was spot on. He just used different words.
You're not even. Yeah. You were just right about that one.
He just went into more detail, which is such a Beaver's thing to do. Listen, right? This is my opinion, and now I shall go into great detail and take lots of pauses while I think about it.
God, man, Beaver's pauses are insane, aren't they? Like, because you know the feeling, because you produce too. It's like, the feeling where it's like you're about to press like play on the video to start it, and then he and that's another thing, and he goes into like a whole other, and you're like, God damn, and then he stops, like, and then there's a long pause, and you're like, and then you go to press the. and just come on, Beavers. We've been 5 minutes into this video for like an hour. Like, come on, man.
He's like a retarded Columbo. Just one more thing.
Just one more.
Oh,
thing.
fuck's sake.
God. All right. I thought this was interesting, and I kind of have something to say about this. All right. I'm sorry, since we're going to be A-logging this a little bit, since I've kind of gone in and like actually done the timestamps and stuff like that, I'm going to give some criticism, and you can too if you want to.
Nice.
Just like, I'll be back.
All right. Let me.
Good that time.
It's got to play
great
a little
that
bit.
time.
It's like isn't that like someone who's crazy is a person who does the same thing over and over expecting different results? Yeah.
Yeah, and punches holes in their wall.
Yeah. That's
that
too.
Yeah, when Ghosty
what
gets
they were
under her
talking
skin,
about?
she's like that other Family Guy skit with Miley Cyrus, the robot.
Yeah. But you made a good point, as in, like, I think women are treated better in this community. Take me and Jessica, for instance, all right? Reverse roles. She's telling me I'm bad at explaining things, and then I start crying. I would have never heard the end of that.
You would have never lived it down.
Yeah.
No, I would never have been able to show up in this community ever again if I started fucking crying.
I would have started calling you Pity Party Pit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true? Do you think that's true that if that had happened to Matt, he would have never? I mean,
I remember that episode clearly because that was the first episode I was on. When
was
Jessica
it
started
really?
crying like
Do you
that.
know what episode number that was? I was going to ask that too.
I don't know the number.
We'd have to look it up.
Would have been.
I can flash it on screen, but it would be cool to know because I was curious about that, like how many episodes you've been here versus how many episodes I've been here. I didn't look up.
I want to make a guess. It's around episode 40.
Were you on Toxic? You were on Toxic's channel, right?
Yeah.
Let me just look it up really quick.
Yeah, it's on Toxics. I didn't say much during the episode because I didn't know what the hell's going on, and all of a sudden a woman's crying, and I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on?"
Okay, so that's
and then she leaves and comes back.
So that's a response to Jessica Pizzle, or is that it's?
It was Jessica Pizzle and Salvo.
Oh, Jessica Pizzle and Salvo.
And I think they were talking about the what was that competition you did? Fucking Fireball.
We can. Oh, I see it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's episode 44. It looks like that's when you came in. Was episode 44?
I was so right. I was like, about episode 40ish.
Yeah. So that's you. I came in. Yeah. I don't remember which one. I don't remember what number the Pack God one was.
Between 50 and 60.
Which is crazy to think about. Like, it wasn't that many episodes really in between us coming in. It felt like so much more. Like, it felt when I first came in, it felt like you had been here for like ever. Like, I thought you were like a main staple.
No.
No. I didn't know.
No.
Okay, Pack God. That's the first one I was on. And that one was episode 63. So what was it, 44 to 63? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Interesting.
If there are any autists listening, can they please go through every single episode and log who's on what episode, and then come up with like a graph
to see like who that would be really funny to see like the amount of time, because like that's another thing. Well, hold on, we'll talk about that in a second, because they're going to
also
talk
a
about
line
us.
graph so that we can see who dips out and comes back and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got a now recording mission statement. Like I said, we're not going to play the whole thing, but just a few of these selects here. All right.
Wait, how long is a mission statement?
Listen, we showed Dick, and what was the other one? Oh, Nazi imagery.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're talking about your phone.
Yeah. So it's just one of the like.
Wait, did you do both of those?
No, I didn't do the Nazi.
Where's the Nazi imagery? Because I thought that was.
I think the Nazi imagery. I was running the OBS, but I think Beavers submitted the video.
Okay, so you're gonna claim a technicality. It was Beaver's fault the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean that's fair enough. All right.
I'm not as.
And I mean, if you're not here to defend yourself,
losing,
Beavers,
like,
that's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you didn't invite us. We couldn't defend ourselves for the shit you said in here that we'll get to in a second.
Losing it anymore, right? I think I want to treat this. I want to go back to treating this like a fun thing we do as a hobby, rather than this important thing we do because we want to keep this thing going. Like, I think the ceiling's a little too low for this podcast. Like, I don't think we'll ever get to like 10K subscribers. I don't think we'll ever like insanely grow or blow up. This should just be something, we do for fun, and then you make a little bit of money, a little tiny bit of money, because we all split it 6 fucking ways, so none of us are really making any money. But we just have fun. And I think a part of that was lost with me. and I'm starting to have fun again with the recorded episodes. That's why I wanted to take a break from the live streams, because I know a lot of you guys like doing the live streams, but that shit gets kind of overwhelming, and I felt like we were losing our image.
No, you know what it is, right? With you and the live streams, and you've alluded to it, right? You very much like to be in control.
Sure.
Right?
Naturally.
You do. You
You're gonna lose your commentary too, Hat, dude. I mean, yeah. How do you feel about the live streams versus the recordings? Because I do feel like the recordings are more fun. You know?
Yeah, because you can actually you can push it further.
Yes.
Because then if you fuck up,
yes,
we'll just edit that out.
Yeah, and it's not as like stressful in the sense that like Matt isn't just like it, because sometimes it's not even just Matt. I mean, it is me too, because I'm the optics cuck, I guess. It's like, yeah, it's like I hate doing that. Like I hate being like, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, like comedy wise. Like I I'm a free speech absolutist. I think anybody should be able to say anything they want. I just get worried because it's like I just don't want us to get another strike for saying something stupid like I blank women. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird thing, and it's like on a live stream, I feel like that's gonna happen. I mean, versus like on a recorded thing, it's like now that we kind of better understand the rules, we can, we could salvage it or censor it, and it'll still be funny. But yeah, and it's just like also the having fun thing I thought was interesting. It's like, yeah, it has felt like work at a certain point, and I don't know how that happened.
It does, because I think it's because it was every single week at a set time.
Yeah,
got to be there, and as well with the time difference in Australia, for me that was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
so I had to like basically take out my whole day. It was like going into work.
Well,
and
it's funny too, because like the two ends of that, right? Like for me, when we record or when we stream, it's midnight, right? And I'm not somebody who typically stays up very late, so that's it's not great for me. But and so I always thought I didn't think about it until you just said that, actually. I always thought like, oh, for you, it's like great because it's like the middle of the day, like whatever. But now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would actually be annoying, because it's like, that's like around lunchtime. It's like now it's like a whole day is kind of ruined from that. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Because you got to be here and you
get hungry as well, because like, if, like
that's fair.
You miss lunch or
Yeah.
Because with at night you have dinner and you're not going to eat again until you go to sleep, because your body's used to that. But you do this after eating lunch, you start to get hungry for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing was, it was the other annoying thing about live streaming was because it was the same set time every week. If you weren't, say, feeling up to it, I'd still push ahead and do it anyway. But there was people IRL who would watch it, and they'd know for a fact that I wasn't
in it.
Okay,
in
it, but they're like, how come you can just go, like, you were really pissed off just before then, how come you can just go on the live stream and just forget about it for a few hours? And I'm like, I don't know, it's just easy, you just switch it off, and then as soon as the live stream's over, go back to being pissed off.
Yeah, I mean,
that's that like bubble. What the fuck?
I don't know, I've never seen that before. Do that again. Can you like snap again? Like, what is that, like a thing? If you,
I don't know.
That was weird. I've never seen. I've never seen that before. Anyway, yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, and that's the thing is like, we're doing like the thing that is a little frustrating. They kind of go into it. We won't go into the timestamp for it, but they did mention this. Now recording is not really a commentary stream. It's it's more of a making fun of people plus commentary type topics kind of a thing. Parody show, whatever, parody podcast, whatever you want to call it. And it's hard because like my mentality for a lot of this stuff, like back from 2016 was to keep it more like it's like the journalism side of things did kind of like worm its way in for me and my brain, the way I thought about things, because like, and that was kind of a hard thing initially to get over with the now record. That's why, so this is stupid behind the scenes. My first episode was the Pat God one, right? You think I did a lot of notes for this? I did, like, I have it somewhere. I don't know if it's nearby, but it's like, I had like 4 pages front and back of like the whole entire drama between Pat God, and Legs. And because I thought like when I was coming on Now Recording, I was like, oh my God, this is a commentary podcast. Like I better bring it. Like I better bring it with like, actual like, notes. Like I gotta have notes. I gotta know what I'm talking about. I can't just be, whatever. I had no idea that this show was actually just supposed to be comedy. That came later and I went, oh, I can do comedy like that. Sure. That's a lot easier. Like, it takes the load off a little bit.
I gotta bring in the spirit of Beavis here and go like, D-Max.
Yeah.
It ain't that kind of stream.
I know.
All right, buddy.
And how many times have we had that conversation off stream? It's like, and it's like, fair enough, fair enough. I've come to realize they're right about that. We don't want to be the people who are trying to figure out what's going on. It's just, it gets messy, that's, and honestly, that's for videos. Like that's for people who make like videos. That's not for people who do like just live streams where they're just, cutting up. Anyway, so this next bit that we've got, it's going to be, so they talk about me first and then they're going to talk about you. So here you go.
Come eventually, I guess.
Right.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it will just be a podcast I can look back on when I'm 80 and I can be like, oh, I remember those guys. Matt Pitt died of diabetes. Toxic fucking got a tumor in his skull and died. Core dropped dead of a heart attack. Mitch got stabbed to death by a tranny.
True.
I played it a little back at the last time, but that's funny too.
And D-Max is still gay.
D-Max went to a BronyCon and he never came back.
Oh, no.
I'm not coming back. If I go to one, I'm not coming back.
They clopped along.
D-Max is a very polarizing figure on our podcast.
Sorry,
that is true.
That he is.
But
I try my best.
You can't help but like the guy, right?
I don't know that.
He's the hardest worker on this fucking podcast, god damn it. And that includes me, okay? He works harder than me on this podcast because he's doing all the editing, he's doing all this stuff, and Core's doing that shit too. But I mean, like it was kind of cool being like, hey, what do you guys want to? You guys want to do an episode on something? And none of you say anything, and he's like, sure. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, that's fucking awesome.
I have such a bone to pick with you Now Recording boys, my co-hosts. You people need to start replying to things in the group chat, for fuck's sake. It's been better, granted. But like, it drives me nuts because I hate. You know what it feels like? You know what it feels like? It feels like when the teacher would ask a question to the class in school. And then like you didn't want to be like, it's like maybe you were the person who was just sitting there and you had the answer in your brain, but you don't want to like lift your hand up to be like, I know the answer, because you don't want to be a nerd. That's how it feels every time. Is I know you guys are just doing that. You guys have all seen the message. You guys could all reply, but you just don't do it. I think that's where my mind goes to. And then I go like, damn it, I have to be the guy who's okay with being cringe, which is I guess my role anyway. And then I like, yeah, I'm a free this time, and this time. And then what do you guys say? You go, ugh. It's like you guys grunt. It's. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Mitch? Why are you more on top of the chats, huh?
What? Because when you guys do it, I'm asleep.
That's fair. That's a reasonable.
Yeah. Like the one time we were gonna do a stream at 8 a.m, my time. I wake up at just before then, and I'm gonna go log into Discord. But before I do that, I'm scrolling Twitter. And there's a tweet from Peapod. Says, the boys are live. And tweet sent 2 hours ago. While I was asleep, Matt Pitt was like, fuck it. Let's go live now.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I do remember that one. Yeah. Yeah, that was a day.
I was like, I got uninvited.
I don't think you were uninvited. It was just you weren't. That's the thing is like this, like, that's the weird thing to explain to people. Because like Now Recording is so like, or at least especially when I first joined, it was a lot more like, let's do it. Like let's like we're streaming like right here, right now.
Matt's a very like, now, I need it now.
Yeah. He doesn't like to wait. And
I'll be on the freeway. Like, Matt, I'm driving. Okay. All right. So I assume that he's going to go to sleep. I go to someone else's house. He's not asleep. He's been waiting until 6 a.m. his time. And I'm like, to stream.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Matt, what the fuck, buddy? We need an intervention. No, it's the internet.
I do think we all have to kind of work on our communication a little bit, and self-included. I think I maybe need to communicate a little more succinctly and stop giving paragraphs in the chat. That's my bad. you know, but it is what it is. I don't have any actual problems. I just think it's funny. It's a very guy problem to have, you know. Nobody says anything. Everybody just grunts. It's just funny. Anyway,
you know.
Fun fact, okay? When I was all burnt out, and then I see this DMX guy, right? I didn't like him at first because
the feeling was mutual. You fucking Pokemon. So sick of your shit, you little bitch. No, I did, because I didn't know there was all that shit happening when I first joined, and I had no idea of any of it. I didn't know what was going on, or like what, like, because it was very confusing for me, because I was originally came on as like a as like a suit, like as a temporary replacement is the way it was kind of pitched to me. Like, we got a member who's kind of doing his own thing right now, and like, you know, we just need somebody to come in and just fill in for a little bit. And I'm like, okay. So I came in, I did, like, I think it was after the Pat God episode, immediately after that, I was in a VC last with Matt. I think that happened. And then he was like, oh no, we're keeping you on, like, you know, whatever. But it was just like, I don't know. So I didn't have any idea, like, I was confused. And then we ended up doing that stream about Toxic, you know, the whole bridge burning thing. And I didn't know a lot of the lore. So I was getting a little bit here and a little bit there. And like, I didn't know anything. So I just thought that Toxic was just like some sort of whiny crybaby. Like, that's honestly like what I thought.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I didn't know. I didn't know anything, but I've come to like, I honestly, I love Toxic. I think Toxic's great. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, I think he's, all the shows and stuff he does is fucking awesome. I wish I had more time to work with him more, because I like what he does a lot, and I think he's a funny guy, you know. So, yeah. Do you actually? I guess now would probably a good time. What do you think of Toxic, Mitch?
I don't know. I wasn't prepared for that question. I don't know. I know what I think about Beavers.
Tell me.
I spend a lot more time with him.
Tell us.
I don't spend that much time with Toxic.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
He hasn't been around as much, but you know what? Actually, we'll get into that, because I think this next part's about
I would just like go on, what was it? First of all, I didn't know who he was, right? Like, I've never even heard of him, and then all that. And then I go watch, I think it was Clear as Mud one day, and he's just talking. I'm like, this guy really likes to talk.
Yes.
And then like I actually get to know him, and I'm like, you know what? He's growing on me.
You know, that's why Matt brought him on.
100%, bro. I need someone to fucking. I'll be talking. I'll be like, oh, and it's just silence, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta keep talking. And I'm like, fuck. All right. No,
this was actually a thing for us behind the scenes. I don't know, like, I guess we can get, because like this was something that happened after a stream or a recording or something. I guess you didn't know. Can you explain that? Like, you didn't know that I was that was the reason why I came on or whatever?
No, my understanding, because what they said at the time, and I highly suspect they've got a separate group chat that I'm not in.
Okay. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up.
I highly suspect that's true. I highly suspect that's true, because the main group chat goes quiet for days, and that's when I'm like, they're discussing other shit without me.
So okay, I will say,
I can tell by the look on your face, I'm right.
No, actually, I was going to ask so okay. Okay, I'll say mine thing, and then okay. There is no other group chat.
We sound like two jilted lovers in therapy. Just I'll say my thing, and then you go say your thing. All right?
No. It's because I want to ask you, because I felt, honestly, I've kind of felt like for the past couple of weeks, I've kind of felt the same way. Like I kind of.
If there is one without you, I don't know about it. Well, I'm not in it. If there is,
then that's what I would say is that, like, if there is another one that you're not in, I am not in that one. The only one that I know of is the one that we're on right now. They mentioned it during this. I don't remember at what point. It might have been, I don't know, it might be later or whatever. But this is group chat number 3. They said, meaning the original one, right, which has been nuked. They said the second one that didn't have Toxic in it. And then this one is the third one, and I believe this is the one with Toxic in it. So they mentioned that.
And it was because of that second one that I started to suspect, okay, so they're capable.
Yeah. It was a funny moment, too, when after the live stream that we did and everything, I did kind of have a moment with Matt, and I was like, I don't know if I was in the call with like a few people, but I did say to Matt, I think, like, hey, maybe we should get Toxic back. Like, maybe we should start talking in a group chat with Toxic if we want him to, be a part of it.
Because my understanding as to why you were brought on, my understanding was that it was when Toxic was kind of stepping away, and at the time we didn't know if it was permanent or just temporary.
Right.
So you were brought in to fill that. Turns out you were brought in to replace me.
Well, so it was no. Because
I didn't talk as much as what Matt wanted.
That is not true. That is not true at all.
The reason I don't talk is because I'm a polite person that was brought up in a goddamn polite home. You don't talk when other people are talking. You don't interrupt them. Yeah. You be polite and you speak when it's your turn. But then when it finally comes to my turn, I've forgotten what to say.
Well, fair enough. Here, you know what? I'm not even going to rebut that. I'm just going to hear what they said about you, Mitch.
He'll talk. He talk a lot? Yes, but that's exactly why I brought him in, is because he can talk. And yeah, there's going to be people that don't like him because, he's a
this goes on
brony,
for
or
like another minute. Sorry.
Maybe they don't like his opinions, or maybe he's quick to act sometimes. But I mean, we all can't be the same, right? We all have our different personalities and different reactions. We're not a hive mind. So you're gonna not like this one person because of this. You're not gonna like me because of something. But I will say D-Max also has people that really do like him. So it's like I said, it's very polarizing. But that's enough.
Loves me.
Yeah. I'm sure Beavers, but
Beavers always got to make everything about him.
I gotta say, I'll be honest.
No, since we were bringing up our co-hosts, right? Just as a quick, Mitch is the happiest accident that we ever had.
Bro, I love Mitch. Can I just say that I love Mitch? I genuinely really like Mitch because
Mitch is probably the nicest guy on this podcast. Yeah, he's the most genuine dude on this podcast. Everything that Mitch does is how Mitch would do it. There is no... How do I say this in a nice way? It's not going to come out nice, but I mean it in a nice way when you hear this, Mitch. There's no thought behind anything you do. Right? Yeah. You're like a puppy. Right? Discovering...
Oh my god, I got called that yesterday!
By who? Who called you a puppy?
Someone called me that yesterday!
Like in real life, or?
Yeah, in real life. They're like, you're just like a puppy that just needs attention and praise. And I'm like, yeah. Because they praised me and I got really happy and was bouncing. They're like, you're like a puppy.
Oh.
Age into your 30s and it is adorable.
It really, he is completely and utterly harmless. There's not a malicious bone in that guy's body. He's genuinely a good guy to the point where it's like, now he's kind of like our retard co-host that we got to protect at all costs, Like, D-Max can take care of himself. Mitch, we got to protect, bro. Because also...
I didn't hear that part when I was going through this before, but I think you could take care of yourself, Mitch. I think you do a fine job. I think
is that? I'm trying to think of that character from, I don't know, what is it, The Simpsons or whatever? There's this really innocent character, but they have like this really dark side that they suppress, where they're like gonna burn things down and rah rah rah. But
from The Simpsons?
I don't know if it's The Simpsons or a different kind of show.
Are you talking about Butters, South Park? Are you talking about Chaos?
I think so, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that kind of side. It's just suppressed.
With you?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to see that. Dude, you know it's funny. Sorry, just as a moment. I don't think people really know, because I don't know if people who watch our recording a lot, I don't know how many of them have actually checked out your animations and stuff like that. We were doing Clear as Mud a few weeks ago, and we were doing an episode about Bunty King, and it randomly the video of that you animated for Ricky Berwick came out, and it's one of those things where I didn't realize it at the time when I was doing that recording, but later on when I was looking at that recording again, it clicked. I totally did see that when it came out, and I just thought it was the cool. Yeah, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, man, I want to be able to animate like that one day. I was doing that legitimately, and I buried that deep in my brain and just totally forgot about it. But you're a talented guy, Mitch. You're kind I don't know if people just see you as the bumbling fool on that recording, but I really don't think you are. You really aren't. You're smart. You have good takes. It just takes a minute for you to get there sometimes.
No, because the reason why I keep those dark things suppressed is I go scorched to earth.
Oh, okay.
Once I get started.
Pizzas,
and then it's hard to stop me.
Pizzas.
Oh man.
Oh god.
I'll tell you, I had a dark sequel in mind for that. I'll tell you after the recording.
Really? Okay. Well, hey, everybody in the comment section, guess what that dark sequel is in the comment section? You know, like, all right. Jesus, all right.
He's funny. He's genuinely really funny. And not. I don't think he even does it on purpose, but he's a funny guy. And I honestly thought we were gonna bring him in, and he was gonna like be the DMAC. Be able to match me. I was completely wrong, dude.
But Mitch, they like you better though. See, that's the thing. And I think they're totally right for doing that. Like I really do. I really do think that they should like you more, honestly.
That me and Matt were having when we were talking about the totally not rigged tryouts.
Yeah.
Matt's like, I really like this guy, and he's gonna talk. And I said to him, I didn't like Mitch in the beginning, right? But Matt was just like, look, bro, I need somebody who can talk, right, a bit more when we stream or when we do the things. And I'm like, okay, buddy, you know. And then happy accident. He didn't end up talking, but he brings a special something. I'm always happy when Mitch is around.
Yeah, I am too. I'm in a better mood when he's around.
Matt,
what's up?
You wanted someone to talk during the tournament, and you didn't choose Brick.
No, I'm not. No, Brick is not.
That's a great idea.
All right, they go into Brick for a minute. Let's go to this part.
My dad actually has a name for all the bumbling shit that I do.
What's that?
Like he calls it a Mitchellism, because I have done just bumbling dumb shit like my whole life ever since I was a tiny kid. Like I do everything literally.
You should make merch out of that. You should make it's a Mitchellism. You know, like Peapod did with the congolitis, congolitis in the definition, Mitchellisms. Anything that comes out of any diarrhea at the mouth that just falls out of Mitch's mouth.
I remember when I was a kid, like some rocks at school had fallen out of the retaining wall, these big rocks, and I was a tiny kid, so these rocks were like half the size of my fucking body. And the PE teacher, the what do you call? I don't know what you call them. Do you call them that?
Yeah. PE.
Yeah. He said, "Oh, bitch, go pick up those rocks." And I didn't know that they'd come out of the retaining wall. I didn't know that's what he wanted me to. I didn't know he wanted me to put them back in there, so I just held them up like this,
just like I got them.
And then just looked at him. Yeah. And he goes, "Don't stand there for 40 years. Put them down." And pointed at the thing. Again, didn't know he wanted them in the retaining wall, so I just put them on the ground.
Oh, Mitch. God
and it's like, no, God. He hated me.
Any favorite memories from the podcast so far? You guys remember?
Talking to Vito.
Should have planned for this ahead of time.
I say this every time, right? I say this every time. The Colton episode we did, episode 5, was a really good one. More recently, I really like the JF episode we did, because I felt like we kind of went to like the true crime thing. How we kind of talked about it, and I thought that was really unique and cool for us.
Yeah, something like that. I got something planned similar to that as well.
Nice.
So,
my favorite moment is not like an actual like video or anything that we did. It's happened about 2 times, where the first time it happened was when we did the Spurgies, right?
Yeah.
And we're playing that Mike the Bike song as we're about to go onto the Spurgies, and you just, I don't know, you get like this little special feeling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's this anticipation, and you're in a good fucking mood. It was just a great feeling. And then I've had that once before in another stream. I like the streams. That's essentially it. Matt knows this. I like the streams.
Do you have any favorite memories, favorite moments from the show, Mitch?
Just talking to Vito, because I could talk to that guy for hours. That was honestly more fun than talking to Dick.
Really?
Because talking to Dick was scary.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but talking to Vito, even though like he's on the same podcast with him, and I look up to Vito just to say it was just easy for some reason.
That's fair. For me, it was the stream. It was the stream that we did we were all in the thick of it with like the Salvo stuff, and Salvo called in, and you, me, and Core basically like tag teamed him, and it wasn't even serious. It was just like we were basically just trying to deflect from Salvo doing his usual Salvo bit, but there was something about that moment for me that I just love, and it really doesn't even have anything to do with Salvo. It was just like it was like, I don't know, it was lightning. Like I felt like it was like, yeah, like I don't know, it was a good moment. There's been a few other moments kind of like that. But that one in particular, I think that was the one for me. So,
so those are my best moments have come from.
I don't know if they
just
said anymore.
Streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah. As much as like we like do this for fun too, right? Like us doing the Spurg Awards and then just seeing like the view count at like 250 or whatever it was like insane.
Yeah.
I was like, that's like just something we randomly made.
And the fact it remained.
It's like,
Wasn't there a fucking crash or something at the beginning of the... I swear. There was a crash or something at the beginning of the Spurgies and our views dropped like tremendously.
Yeah.
It was like this peak. We're going in there. It's like, what the fuck? 200? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Back to 50.
Oh no.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
no, that was a really nerve-wracking.
I wasn't like, I was watching the Spurgies. That was the funny thing. Yeah, because I mean, and I wasn't in chat or anything because I was like brand new. You know, I just came back into like commentary, just kind of looking around. And I remember seeing the stream and just like being like, oh, this is a cool concept. Like I really like, I appreciate that. You know, whatever. What was that like? Like, what was the Spurgies even like? I don't even know what that's gonna be like the next one.
I think that was our first stream.
Really? Wait,
That
really?
was our first live stream. I think so.
Really? Was it really?
Yeah.
I feel like you.
Mm.
I didn't know that. Huh?
If it wasn't the first, it was no more than the second.
Wow, I didn't know that. That actually makes a lot of sense then for why Beavers was saying that he felt that kind of electricity moment. You know, when like Mike the Bike song was playing.
It was really weird that it went up to 250. And what's even weirder is that like, because we thought that wouldn't happen again. But the fact it happened week after week after week was like, oh shit.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy.
I know, that is weird. There was a weird moment where like I didn't pay attention to the views at all, and then we were streaming. I think I was probably like 2 months in or something to being on the show, and then I actually did look at the view count one night, and I think this was during a lot of like the, you know, the stuff, and I was like 300 views. I was like, we have 300 viewers right now. I'm like, that's like, and it was because like there was stuff going on and it was like a stream that, you know, like it made sense for people to be on, but I was like, wow, I didn't like, cause I had no frame of reference. Like I came in when you guys had already like done all the legwork. So I just saw the numbers and I'm like, wow, I mean, this is a show. I mean, that's kind of why I was intimidated coming on like to begin with, is I already saw the numbers and honestly, I just heard how much people talked about Now Recording. And that's why I was a little bit like intimidated or felt like I really had to like, you know, show up, because I was like, oh, these guys are like for real.
The weird thing about the views was, when it's at 300, for some reason on Now Recording, I'm not nervous. But on my channel, if I get 40, I'm shitting my pants and I start like fucking it up. And I'm like, I don't know why that is.
It's
weird.
And because I feel that too. I felt that as well.
I think because on Now Recording, I don't feel 100% responsibility.
Okay.
Whereas on mine, I'm 100% responsible for what goes on mine. But on Now Recording, if something, I can just go, I did, fucking Matt Pitt. He did it. It's his fault. Fuck.
See, I mean, fair enough. I feel bad how much Matt has to deal with the blowback of things. I think it's a little unfair. I felt bad that the last one, like the Rabbi Jane situation, that I wasn't able to go on there with him,
because it's funny.
It is funny. No, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, because Matt Pitt of all people, because you know, typically he's like the more milder of us, and so it's like for him to go on and defend the entirety of the positions of Now Recording cast, just
he's
him
like
alone.
The lawyer.
Yeah. It is funny. All right, so I'm gonna list off these. Tell me if any of these pique your interest. Oh, well, there's one about the first episode. Are you curious about that? Do you want to hear that at all?
No, first episode doesn't count.
Okay, because we weren't there. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't real Now Recording.
No, doesn't count. We don't care.
Spur drama is fun, unless it's serious. Was another one. Cosplaying YouTubers. They basically talked about how like there's a lot of YouTubers or a lot of people in the community right now who are basically cosplaying that they that they're YouTubers like Nicholas Diorio or Augie or whatever.
Oh, where they're not actually making things anymore, but they still act like they're YouTubers.
Well, it's that they don't make things in general, right? It's like it takes nothing to react to a stream or to do reaction style content. I don't think that necessarily makes you like a commentary creator. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's like there's a lot of gatekeeping of that term, and I don't know. Actually, this is a good timestamp. Let's fast forward to this one. This is how Augie treats us.
Augie doesn't acknowledge us.
That's what I thought.
Or break you in the Spur community, or if I show up in a chat, oh, why is he going down to that level? Stuff like that. And it's just what? Because we got like 100 concurrent at one point. We're big and bad now. We're like the big dogs. No, we're retards, bro. Let's look at the Augie community. Look how they treat us. All right, they treat us like retard because we are. We're all retards. We're all in this together. Dun, dun, dun,
Nicholas Diorio is on the throne, and we all the Downies kissing the ring.
Yeah.
All right, that's how it works.
Yeah.
I would like to note that this was all recorded before the group chat stuff, so just keep that in mind.
We're all we're just here to be retards, bro.
It'd be funny if there's another group chat thing that comes out between when this is recorded and when it's released. So like people don't know, or it's like it's an even worse group chat.
Oh, great. Yeah. So now we're saying that about that group chat, but now I'm actually referring to this new group chat that's even more problematic.
Yeah. So to be clear, we're talking about the one where Keem didn't remove Salvo from the group chat because Keem's an idiot.
Right. The first one, in case there's two. The first one.
Yeah. Because the second one would probably be like some brony group chat and someone's posting shit.
Listen, Badwick's group chat is not for me to disclose, okay? I will not be disclosing anything that happens in Badwick's group chat. I don't care how much people twist my arm for it.
Kristen Ark, retard.
No, but you know what, though? I would like to say this. Like,
that was such a great soundbite.
Kristen Ark, retard. Well, you know what? I'll let him play.
Retard. Beavers, retard. Toxic, retard. Core, retard. D-Max, retard. Mitch, retard.
Mitch is smart.
Super retard.
Mitch is on a different level.
Listen, I take some offense to this. I know that they're kind of joking about this, but like, they fucking Augie, Nick, I don't know any of these people. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I never have. I never will. I just don't care. I don't care about what any of their community thinks of me. I don't care, And maybe this goes more into like what Matt was talking about before about we don't have all the same opinions or whatever. But I've never respected it. I've never really cared. I've respected the hustle to get to the position that they're in, because that's what I do just for people in general. I respect that. But like in terms of like the take or like whether we're retarded or not, I don't care. I don't feel like a retard, damn it. Anyway.
The moment you start taking this seriously,
there's a king, right? And there's Nicholas Diorio, there's the Downies underneath him kissing the ring, and then one of those Downies has a tribe, and Mitch is subservient to that guy.
Yeah.
Right? That's the hierarchy. Mitch is a super retard, but I love him.
Yeah.
I love little Mitch.
Oh, yeah. Mitch is cool. So I want to go back to episode 1. When we did that episode, did you guys think it would grow into this?
No. I think it definitely had a space to grow, but not as much as it did.
I agree. Beavers?
I thought it was going to be big from the start.
So, Mitch, out of curiosity, because they did talk about this a little earlier, I didn't really pause to ask, but like they said that like they don't think that Now Recording is ever going to hit like 10,000 subs.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I think it's got potential.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't see why not. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I see it as unlikely, but I never rule anything. When it comes to numbers, I never rule anything as impossible. Yeah. Even for absolute... I mean, I want you to censor this name in the recording. I'm going to cover my mouth.
Okay.
But even for people like
Mario,
right?
They have the possibility of getting 100K.
Yes. Yeah. No, you're right.
I even then I don't rule that out. It's possible.
Yeah.
Because I've seen crazy shit like that happen. Like Illuminati, for example. No one could have back before when she had nothing. Because those of us in the Tommy C days will remember when she was nothing. None of us could have imagined her getting 2 million. But it happened.
Yeah. It just, I mean,
so guess getting 10K, unlikely, but I think it's possible, and I think it entirely depends on us. If us as individuals were to go out and actually work on our own shit and then redirect that to now recording, that would help it. I think that's probably okay. Now we're getting into fucking, what do you call it, bro science. Ooh. But I think that is how you grow a group channel. Is by us as individuals going out and doing our own things and redirecting it, rather than trying to grow the group and then redirect that to our own individual things.
Yeah,
you got to do it the other way around.
Well, because it's the nature of collabs on YouTube, right? This is how people grow. You know, Matt, as far as I understand, was on Shot from the Point, you know, doing his thing there for a while. Beavers was mostly in the chat and sometimes would be in group chats and stuff. Same with Toxic. In Core, I mean, Core was doing Core things. Like, it's weird for me because I've always, like, I came from, you know, the old commentary, like Hot Wet Soup shit, where it's like all those people already had channels and then they made a podcast versus having a podcast and then, like, you know, and they don't have a channel. There's no other channel for all of those people at all. If you, like, for instance, it's weird to me that, like, if you want Beaver's take on something, you do have to listen to Now Recording. It's not like you can just hear Beaver's take on, like, his own, you know, platform. So yeah, I think you're right. I think, like, if we want to grow, an easier way to make that happen is just like you and me, buddy, and you and me, Mitch. Let's go make our own content and then bring everybody back into Now Recording, I guess, you know?
And I don't know about Beavers' ability on computers and shit, because he's always calling in on a fucking phone. But Matt Pitt definitely, I think, he has.
That's what he says.
Yeah,
that's what he
plug that
says.
into the phone.
Yeah, right.
All right, good for him, buddy. Yeah, well, what good's fiber when the power gets shut off for hours every single day?
And that's the problem. Yeah.
But I think Matt Pitt definitely has the ability to. He would, I think. So if he got his head around Adobe Premiere, he could start his own channel and do great.
I think he should too.
He just won't, because he's a stubborn little bitch.
But see, like that, and that's the thing, is that, like, I feel like I to be honest, like, there's even been points, and maybe this is overstepping, but, like, there's even been points where I've outright thought about just saying to the group, like Matt should just be the guy. Like, it's just, like, it's so obvious anyway. You know, like, it
should be his channel.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying is that, like, he's the Red Ranger. Like, there's a reason why he gets put, like, you know, I could get sappy and say, like, a leader is not.
I think he's
made,
the Green Ranger.
It's born. Yeah, no, he's Tommy, right? Like, he's you know, like, he's the leader. Like, he's the leader of the group. Whether it's by us just, you know, being lazy and him being the guy who just ends up kind of, like, scheduling the shit and, you know, and doing the dockets and bringing together a lot of the information most of the time. Like, that is the core of, like, what the show is. And so it's like, I don't know. There's been, like I said, there's been times where I'm just like, Matt, I think you should just grab a hold of the reins, you know, and just tell us which direction to mush in, because it seems like the group works a lot better when you do that. But, you know,
and Tommy C is Zordon, the ancient alien.
In the tube.
In the tube.
Hell yeah.
In the tube, and he doesn't go anywhere. He's just always in that room.
Did you see that meme that was going around of Tommy where he's got his, like, face, like, really close to the camera recently on Twitter? No. Oh yeah, no, there's one of those going around, and it looks exactly like Zordon. I wonder if do you have an opinion about commentary being dead or not?
Oh, this happens every so often. Every so often someone comes out, oh, commentary's dead. I remember Keemstar a couple of years ago, because I made a meme about this at the time. Keemstar did a Twitter video and he's like, YouTube's dead. News is dead. There's no news. There's no news. Literally less than 36 hours later, it came out that Chris Chan fucked his mom. It was back on.
Yeah. There's always news. I mean, there's always something. You know.
There's always going to be lulls. That's just part of the cycle, and it's just what you do with that lull.
Yeah, and it's like, I remember a tweet by Badwick and saying commentary is dead, whatever, and because of this whole shit that's going on with this group chat right now, and I had replied something like 90% of commentary has no idea any of this is happening. You know, the reality is, I think that, like, us framing whatever this is, right? Like, with people who orbit us and us orbiting other people, right? On the higher end of things, the Augies, the Nicks, the whatever. like that all thing, like I think it's like that it, like we call it commentary community, but really this is more specifically like the small commentary community or the spur community. So if you want to say that the spur community is dead, I don't think you can kill it, because a lot of spurgs are kind of cockroaches, you know, and they are fine with having like wearing that on their sleeve. But like, I kind of get the point. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of agree that there is something to like, it's a phoenix, you know, it dies and then it gets reborn. It dies again, it gets reborn again. And it's always in a different iteration. And this iteration of it, I gotta say, is pretty dark. There's a lot of dark shit happening at the moment that just didn't happen before. Do you remember? I'm sorry, I gotta ask you, Mitch, because you've been around like almost as, I think, longer than I have probably. There wasn't as many doxings back then. Like you know what I mean?
And I remember, well, I've been on the internet so long that I remember there was a time on YouTube in like the late 2000s, around till 2011, where I remember in Australia at least, there was a group of us and we were like kind of, because it was so small back then. Yeah. But we were this one guy, and he's gotten a much bigger channel now, but he would have house parties and he'd invite everyone over. And I remember tweeting where it was at the time. Oh, wow. It's a dead account now, but but it was acceptable.
Yeah, because the concept of doxing too. It's like I don't even know when that
wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that really wasn't a thing at that point.
It's done that.
Why does it keep on happening? Maybe is that Discord saying yes, we like this?
But then I caught up with him at VidCon Australia in 2017, and doxing was then kicking off and was becoming a thing, and I found him and I said, man, I'm really sorry about back in the day. Like, I'm pretty sure I put on Facebook too, like, your house. I'm really sorry. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And he's like, Matt, I don't care. Yeah, I did it too. Like,
you know what? People are going to be up my ass now saying I gotta disassociate from Mitch because he's a doxer. So thanks for that, Mitch. I appreciate it.
But it was the style at the time, okay?
It's a little different. You were going to a friend's party and I
was just following orders.
Oh, he told you to do it? Well, then you're scot-free. Yeah, then you're scot-free. Then you're fine. You're not a doxer.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank fucking God.
Couldn't imagine doing it now, though.
I'm really now I'm like upset that I'm on camera because now I'm like schwitzing. I'm like, as soon as you told me that, I just started sweating, like just a cold fucking sweat. Okay,
but I guess back then as well, you didn't have the absolute insane people that you've got now on the internet. Like, people wouldn't, like, you got Frank Hassel now, for example, who's going to just show up at your door. That was a weird moment because
are you going to make me do this?
Yeah.
Like,
that was a weird moment in time because it was like you shouldn't be showing up at the door, man. But there were still people like, "Well, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with that." I'm like,
I love that. That's my favorite. Buddy. That's my favorite argument in the world. Is just like, it's not illegal. It's not illegal. It's just like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
You know, neither was slavery for a time. All right. Just saying. Just saying.
Or backhanding your wife, so long as you use something smaller than your elbow.
Right. See, there's all these. Listen. All right. Times
and then
is
we
hard.
look back and we like, you know what? That wasn't okay.
No, it wasn't.
Also, I want to point out, I apologize. This whole episode, up until a few moments ago, when I realized I had you on the monitor down here, so I was constantly looking down here.
Oh, you're fine.
And I realized, that probably looks like shit. And I realized I got to monitor it up here, and I've moved you up here, so that's why I'm looking up here now.
It's a very well. Listen, this is the one and only time that any Now Recording members are going to be on camera like this. So I guess we better make it for all it's worth.
It would be great if Matt actually likes it, and he's like, guys, we all need to do a face reveal.
Let's do this for.
This is the show now.
I think that would solve a lot of problems. I'm in all favor for it. You know, I mean, listen, it's not enough that you and I get all of the, because that's the thing, is that we end up getting the most amount of fucking like weird like art and shit. You know, because people know what we look like. So it's just we don't have.
Rum, if you're listening, I want a little cartoon drawing of D-Max and I kissing and cuddling naked with gigantic slongs.
I don't know if,
I'm so glad the video's on because your face is like...
I don't know if Rum will do that. I think Chanry might. So I think we might
I was about to say Chanry would.
But it's funny because she just actually tweeted out that she was not going to ever make another thing of me again. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you got one of there. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Mishy should do it because I love
Mishy should do it. Yeah.
Drawings.
All right. Well, neither one of us are going to commission it, but somebody is.
Someone should.
Strictly Patrick, get on it. You know, commission that shit. I don't know.
I was gonna say before the episode ends. I mean, I don't know if we're nearing the end or not. Should we message Matt and say, "Listen, we got an emergency meeting right now, and you need to come in, and we're recording it for legal reasons." That's why the Craig bot's in there. Just so that he's in the episode, even for a minute, and this is when we tell him, actually, we've recorded episode 100.5.
Should we have that reaction live? Maybe we should.
Yeah.
See, okay, well,
I'm an ideas guy too. I came up with the idea for this episode.
You're good. No.
Come up with the idea for the ending.
That would be it. I think that would be a good. Let me. You're
gonna make it sound like it's an emergency and that you are recording it for legal purposes.
Should we just do that then? Should we just do that as like the way the end the episode? I mean, we're at an hour, so we could because there's nothing. Really
add even more realism to it, right?
Okay.
Because, I said in the group chat, I got summoned to court and I was trying to scare you guys. And then Matt instantly is like, jury duty? I'm like, fuck. God damn it.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought the whole time. I didn't think that you were going to court.
It is that. I am. I'm going to court for jury duty. But say to him, he's not actually going for jury duty, right? He's in a lot of shit.
A few minutes later.
He might be busy. He might be like unironically busy, in which case I'll just cut this whole bit.
Wait, his profile says his profile is a copy of mine. It says Shuckmail stream. You're now recording co-host Australian Degenerate. That son of a bitch.
Yeah, because he did that in the last episode, Mitch. Remember?
I didn't remember.
You don't remember that? You don't remember him? You don't. No. Yeah, that was like a whole thing. Like oh boy. All right.
I'm supposed to look sad.
Yeah.
1 hour later.
All right. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Damn it. Oh well, everyone.
That'd have been funny.
It was nice. It was a nice idea.
No, it's okay. It's okay. This works out too. Because we'll just.
But he's been on like practically every episode. I don't think that man's ever taken a break. Even when he was gonna take a break, I think there's been 2 times where he's like, "I'm gonna take a break," and then, Claw's here.
Oh, he is. Oh, did he come in?
Yeah.
He got into.
I am Matt Pitt's replacement.
All right, that works. All right, you look sad. Hey, Core.
How can I help you?
Hey, so we were in here and we were recording something and we were just gonna have some goofs and gaffs and stuff, but I don't know how to even say it. Mitch, maybe you should.
What do you want me to say? I don't know how to say it.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking. It's your shit, dude.
No, we wanted Matt in here because he's gonna fucking kill me.
You're quitting?
No.
I mean, I don't know if we want him around. To be honest,
I'm not going to court for jury duty. It's pretty serious.
Oh shit. Are you alright, man?
No.
Oh.
That did not go the way I wanted it to go.
No, not really. Not really.
No,
you know what? Good
it
enough.
was just awkward.
Good enough. Good enough. It works. It works. Good enough. All right. Actually, this works out. The core's here because like I can actually talk to him about it. So we're doing episode 100.5 right now. Because we thought it would be a funny bit.
Oh my god. I got baited into this. What the fuck? I was like, what is something serious is going on?
Did I get you?
I was like, for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but then I was like, no,
okay.
I even took the hat off to make it look more serious. I turned the pink lights off to make it more serious.
Okay, all right.
You definitely gotta get Matt with this. I'm not gonna lie. Like do this bit again.
We gotta do it again. I mean, he's not around. That's the thing. Is like I wish we could. Like I want him to come in so that we can do that.
I just wanted him to fucking shit his pants.
Well, I saw the recording bot and I'm like,
well, we're gonna say it was for. Yeah, we're gonna say it's for legal reasons to cover our ass.
Right. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, what I was gonna say was just that we've been doing a recording, and then you like let it slide, like you told me, and then now that I know, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh god.
I just figured that's the way it would happen. Is like we're just having a nice episode, and then all of a sudden Mitch is like, I murdered somebody, and it's like, what? Huh? You did what now?
Oh, it'd be too bad if I did actually, and then this comes back and looks really bad.
Mitch murdered a shock mommy. That's what happened. All right.
I was thinking Niece Lone Wolf was coming after you.
No,
I was gonna be like, for what? Slander?
I don't know how to play this off in the group chat now because like I'm trying, like I would still love for Matt to come in, but it doesn't look like he's around.
Like,
I mean,
it's the first time of the year.
Yeah,
he's not around
for real, right? It's kind of a little bit of
saying anything at all.
All right, well, that's normal. Right?
Yeah, well, it's just Mitch. Yeah, everybody loves shitting on Mitch. I love you, Mitch. I was worried about you actually. I was like, man, I don't know what to say. This is so fucking awkward. If he's really going to court, like, what the fuck do I do? Like, are we gonna like start a GoFundMe and some shit? Like, what the?
It depends what the crime was.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. I was thinking, what the fuck did he do? Did he do something as an Uber driver where he like looked at a girl inappropriately? Like, I don't know.
Like that episode of The Simpsons when Homer goes to grab the food off that girl's ass.
I was thinking you told her, oops, I dropped this here. Can you pick it up for me? And then you have like a dash cam.
You know what? This actually kind of works out, Core, because we could just tell you this now too. We didn't. So we knew that they were going to do episode 100, and we knew that it was going to be Matt, Beavers, and Toxic, but we didn't know if you were going to be there. And as far as we knew, you
we
weren't.
thought you weren't.
Yeah. So we actually we were planning on doing this episode also without you.
Well,
just for the meme.
That's nice. I got invited last minute.
Yeah, but this works. I appreciate it. No, I love it. You weren't supposed to be a part of either episode, but you ended up being a part of both.
Because we didn't even ask you to come in this one.
Yeah.
You just showed up. And then when you wrote in the group chat, it's a trap. I'm like, fuck, he's already on to us.
Oh no, I thought it was you know how in the group chat. Oh yeah, speaking of group chats, all right. But in the group chat yesterday we were talking about Mitch being Matt answered. Matt answered.
Oh shit. Okay, wait.
Shit.
Are we gonna be able to do this?
No, don't tell him no. Tell him no. Tell him no. No, it's like something.
Oh boy.
I gotta shut up. I'm gonna put on push.
D-Max, this time around, can you try carry it? Because when you threw it back to me, I was like, fuck, that's what I don't.
Well, fuck, I don't know what to say. I mean, okay.
At least go to core first. Go to core first.
Okay, all right.
Pretend that we've already told core.
Okay, wait. Shh. I'm gonna. Okay, he's a netpecker. Hey Matt, how's it going?
Yo, what's up?
So we were doing a little episode, kind of doing a recording, just Mitch and I, just for something else, and well, you know, I don't really know how to say this, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. Mitch just admitted something to me, and I think it's a little concerning, and I feel like you know, everybody kind of needs to hear it. And do you really want me to say it, Mitch? Like, do you really want me to? Because
well, you could probably tell him when I go anyway. So,
what's going on?
Well, you know how like Mitch was talking about like that like the jury summons.
Yeah.
It's not a jury summons.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
It's an actual summons. It's not for jury duty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A summons for what?
I know. I've already had to say it like twice already now. I've had to say it to D-Max, and then I had to say it to Core. I don't want to say it again.
Should I just say it? Should I just?
Yeah.
I guess I just.
It was awkward.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 100.5, Matt. We're doing an episode without you. How does it feel, Matt? How does it feel?
You really think you... Oh, there's a recording button here. Do you think I'm stupid? Like, come on.
We were doing an episode, and then Mitch told me that there was some serious shit going on, and I thought for legal reasons we needed to keep it on.
Yeah. What do you think I'm fucking stupid?
We got Core better, I think.
Yeah, Core we got totally.
Get me better.
We got totally,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You should have seen Mitch. He was so depressed and like his look on his face.
Honestly,
That's what sold it.
You picked the best timing, honestly, given the fact that all the shit's going down. Like, you picked the best timing for it. But as soon as I saw the recording bot, I was just
why
like,
would they be having this conversation with it still? I should have just said like, oh shit, I forgot the recording bot is on. Yeah, but that would have been better. But yeah.
So basically, D-Max and I have done
want to get Beavers now?
100.5.
Should we?
And I thought we couldn't end it without having you, Matt Pitt, on it because you've been on basically every episode, and it just felt wrong.
Should
so
we
you guys
try
are
to get
actually
Beavers
doing
in?
a now recording episode?
Yeah. Of course,
Okay.
we would get your permission before publishing it, but
Yeah, no problem. It's going to be a little awkward when you guys hear episode 100 when we're ending now recording.
Well.
Oh, we reacted to that.
We already know.
Oh, okay.
and we've got the video on as well because we're the only two that have done a face reveal. So it was like, oh, something different. We could actually show our face. And I'm glad that the video was on because you could like see the look in my face. I bought it as well.
Oh, really?
I was like, what?
Wait, was it uploaded?
Like, all these
Was it uploaded already or what?
No. We're
How did
recording
you guys
it.
find out?
Well, no. I just pulled the bot because I had the link from it from the.
Oh, so you're nosy. Gotcha.
Hey, listen, the bot stuff is still there. Listen, I mean, it was Mitch's idea. All right, where's Beavers? Get him in here.
Okay, Beavers is all right.
All right,
Are we
You
doing
might be
anything?
able to get
Reset.
Beavers. I don't know.
Oh, what? Again? No, don't make me do it again.
Yes, take the hat off.
You gotta. I mean, you gotta see if it's. All right, when he joins, I'm
Fucking hang on before he don't give him permission to because Matt jumped in. I wasn't ready yet. I was like, oh shit. I was like, warming up.
I got it. I got this.
You got this? Okay.
So Matt, you carry it this
Yeah.
time.
All right.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna be in mid conversation. Mitch, I swear to fucking God, dude, I do not need this right now. Mitch, I do not
The
fucking need
bot's
this
still
right
on.
now.
By the way. Should I
What the
take it off?
fuck?
Okay. That's.
Dude, why are we recording this? Mitch, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Like, why are we doing this right now? Like, I'm fucking done with this, man. I'm so fucking done with this.
I didn't want it to happen. Like,
Bro, you know what's going on right now? You understand what's going on right now? You're fucking pulling this shit?
What's going on? I don't ever know.
Bro. Dude, this is like the end. This is the fucking end, bro. Like, I can't deal with this shit anymore. I can't fucking deal with all this shit popping
I'm sorry,
off.
Matt. I didn't mean for this. I just thought that I don't know. I mean, I thought that should I seriously turn the bot off? Like, I don't. I just. I
What does it fucking matter anymore?
don't fucking know. So,
Dude,
Beavers just joined.
I
I
don't
mean,
fuck know, dude.
I guess.
Oh shit! Did he?
Yeah, he's
do we
here.
gotta explain this to Beavers now?
So, who's gonna explain it?
What do you guys do?
All right. Well, Mitch fucking. I don't know what. Dude, I'm still trying to like figure out what Mitch just told me. I'm not in the mood for this at all. Mitch, do you want to fucking tell him?
No, like I said, I've already told I told D-Max. Then I had to tell Core, and then I had to tell. I'm fucking sick of repeating it.
I told Mitt, dude, just take accountability. For fuck's sake, just do it. Just tell him, dude.
No.
The jury summons, Beavers. You know what I'm talking. You know about the jury summons. The jury summons that Mitch has, right?
Yeah.
It's not a fucking jury summon.
What is it?
He's getting summoned to court. It's really bad.
Oh.
No, it's really
She wouldn't shut
bad.
the fuck up. What was I supposed to do?
Bro, you cannot be saying that shit, right? Are you fucking... Dude, we've literally covered shit like this before, and you've had the opposite take. Like, what... Mitch, where'd you go?
You are so fucked, Mitch.
right, guys.
Sorry, I didn't grin. I
didn't see the
big grin. Just go,
All
wait,
right.
dude. I'm like,
This is episode 100.5, Beavers. We were doing a little episode just Mitch and me. It was Mitch's idea, reacting to your guys' episode 100, and we thought it would be funny to prank Matt originally, but then Core came in, and then Matt came in, and then you came in. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I get this. D-Max fucking goes through the bot, and it was like, oh, just listen to the new podcast. And then but it's like us, it's us like talking about the podcast ending.
Yeah, so, that was the funny thing is I took notes.
Is he even there? Is he making coffee? Did he hear? Oh, Mitch said shit. And he's like, I'm gonna go make coffee.
I took a bunch of notes from it and everything, and it was a really funny kind of surreal experience for me to like listen to that part and go, oh. And I was like, I don't know, because I was like, if this is real, like, I don't know if we want to do episode 100.5, like,
because that would be inappropriate for that to be the last episode.
Yeah,
it'd
be weird, and it would be weird to release that one before this one. Like, it'd be weird. Anyway, but that's it. That's the episode.
I can't get doxxed with a jury duty summons being public, right?
I don't know.
No, they'd have to know what state you're in and all that.
I mean, they know what state. They know what state.
Well, they know what state.
Everyone knows what state. Actually, I don't think they would make jury names public. That would be really stupid. Like, imagine the jury is like convicted a serial killer or some mafia guy, and they just make the names public for some reason, and then they all get murdered. So yeah, I don't think they would make those names public.
Well, you know, if they did make the names public,
I still don't think you're going to get on.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But you know, I mean, if Mitch did get on, he would actually, it would cause like a whole problem for him in his work life, which means that he would end up losing out on money, which means he would be bad with money, like Joe, aka Mr. Brayman Blea, Stefan Corbino, Strictly Patrick, Fresh Brewski, Jacob Thomas, Ghosty, K-Huck, Echo Tragedy, Reynold Hughes, Panic Pun, Everborn, Fanfiction Narrator, and Mame. If you want to be bad with money, please be bad with money. Get priority calls in the Discord. There are other membership roles. I don't fucking know how to do this bit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Beavers didn't even react. This is fucked.
I feel like I had him going for a bit.
Yeah, I deserved an Academy Award for that.
I believed Matt. Yeah. Right? I didn't believe D-Max because I don't think that's how he would respond in that kind of situation. And then when fucking Mitch came on there and he tried his best, the cat was out of bag.
But that's actually how I sound when I'm pissed off. That's how it sounds.
Mitch, I think you would just run away if something like that happened. No, I don't think you'd have the balls to come and tell us. I think you would just disappear. You'd just be like, I'm out. I'm taking this month's paycheck and I'm going.
I hate how much you know me.
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. Right. Fuck it. I don't know.
Nice to hear it.
Sub to now recording. Right, we're almost at 2,000 subs. Do it, please.
Matt, say the thing. Matt, say the thing.
Yeah, Matt.
Well, no, this is D-Max's episode. You do it.
No, it's Mitch's episode. You do it.
It wasn't D-Max's idea.
Okay, then Mitch, you do it.
It was my fucking idea. Now recording's always recording.
Yeah.
Especially in... I was going to say something illegal.
You fucked it up.
Bye. Huh?
You fucked it up, you idiot. And it's, remember, now recording is always recording. It's not now recording is always recording. It's remember... Now recording is always recording.
Oh, okay. And remember, now recording is always... What was the last word?
Good one.